Hello, and welcome to Consumed. This week, we're going to be consuming Susie Hughes. Hello, Susie. How are you?
Hello, Alex. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Would you like to tell everybody how we know each other?
We know each other. You are the long-term partner and father of the children of my best friend, Amy Peake. Would you say that's a fair
Yeah,
description of our
that's
friendship?
absolutely 100% correct.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Glad that's not news to anybody.
Yeah, so I've known you about 12 years,
I
maybe a
was
little
going to
bit
say,
less.
how long have you been with Amy? Yeah, 12 years. But I lived with Amy when you met her.
Yes,
I
you were
lived with
living
Amy
together.
in London when you met. So, yeah, we go back as far as you do.
Yeah, and now you live around the corner, actually. So a lot of
Yes.
these I'm catching up with friends that live far away, but actually I went to a party with you on Saturday night.
Yeah. We see each other on a very regular basis because our children go to the same school.
Yes.
So it's always a nod on a Monday morning
Yeah,
at
yeah, it's like,
10 to
morning.
9.
Yeah,
Morning.
you're right.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Depends how the
Don't make
morning's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make eye contact. Yeah.
Well, I will make eye contact with you. There are others I may not, who I hope
Okay.
aren't listening.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't be. They
No.
won't be. So what have you been consuming recently?
Broad question, Alex, isn't it? What have I been consuming? It worries me, this. I was a bit worried because I don't really watch a lot of telly
Mhm.
um, or film just because obviously time doesn't really allow it, does it? You know what it's like, we've got kids and stuff. So what do I consume? I mean food or
Yeah.
yeah. I consume what do I consume? Oh, Alex, it's broad. I'm scared.
You could yeah. I mean, we all consume food. In fact, I've stopped asking people what they had for dinner. Why have I done that? I forgot to say that last week. What did you have for dinner?
Oh, well, actually, I was a bit disappointed tonight, actually, Alex. It was an all right dinner. I had a beef stir fry. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It was tasty. But I did make a really nice we were a bit hungover on Sunday, as perhaps you were
I
after the
was.
party on
I
Saturday.
was, yeah.
So I made a really nice chicken pie with like a puff pastry top. But and I was really looking forward to it all day. But then there was some beef in the fridge it was on its last legs today. So I had to have a beef stir fry tonight, and I've been looking forward to this chicken pie leftovers all day.
When so you had the chicken pie on Sunday?
I had it on Sunday, but I was
Yeah,
looking forward to the leftovers tonight.
fair enough. Yeah,
But no, I'd had to have the beef stir fry, so it was fine, but
yeah.
disappointing.
Did you enjoy the party on Saturday night?
It was great, wasn't it? Wasn't it fun?
It was good fun because it was like a 18th.
It was exactly like that. And I think that was the idea, actually. So basically, Joe and Rob, our friends from school, she'd got in there and said to the DJ, can you just play music from basically Edwards, which was this bar that we used to go to when we were 18, and just make it like Edwards when we were 18. And he did exactly that. And the dance floor was completely rammed all night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was good fun. It was a fancy dress party. It was musical themed. You and Wes went as Danny and Sandy from Greece.
Yeah, which I thought was a bit cliche, actually. I thought we were going to be two a penny in there. But no, we were quite lucky. Nobody else had done that once, so we were fine.
Yeah, went well.
Yeah, no, I thought it was all right, actually, apart from when they put "You're the one that I want," and
Yeah,
then we danced to it, obviously, but everybody stood in a circle around us, Alex.
yeah. I actually filmed that.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh no, delete.
Yeah, I stopped filming it because it was really boring.
I was Oh my God, I was mortified.
You were just you weren't dancing because it was quite late in the night and everyone had a few drinks. At that point, you were just like walking towards each other, then walking backwards, and then walking forwards, and then it was just a lot of walking and pointing and not much dancing, which I
Well, isn't
suppose is
that
a
what they
style of
do?
dancing.
I know, well,
Yeah,
I'd
maybe
sort
it
of
is.
semi-watched the video because of them, because I wanted to check that we had our outfits right. So I sort of thought, isn't that what they do? They just kind of
Yeah.
walk around that fairground,
They do, that
pointing
is
at
true,
each
actually.
other a
You
bit.
did have the
Yeah.
outfit right. You and Wes got the outfits absolutely spot on. It was good.
Everyone did. Everyone
Yeah,
did. It was
real
everyone
yeah.
a lot of effort went in, I thought.
Yeah, real high level effort from everybody. And it's probably because we haven't been, but when I was turning 18, I went to a fancy dress party nearly every weekend. So, this time through the school year, I was bored of fancy dress. And, you just half arse it. Not that I didn't half arse it this time, but
I think
you
you
know,
did. I thought you looked great.
well, I just wore a suit and put my mum's hat on and carrying an umbrella and said I was Gene Kelly. In fact, it was your husband's umbrella, which I've got downstairs, by the way.
Oh, good. I was
Um,
wondering if you still had that.
it made it back.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, everyone, yeah, so our friend Dom, he came as Jafar from Aladdin and he really, went the whole hog.
There was a lot. I think that people were splashing the cash on their outfits. There was some really high quality,
Well, this,
top quality merchandise going on
yeah,
there, wasn't there? Nobody was
I,
10 quid Amazon in it, were they?
not really. And I think as well, that's the other thing. Like when I was 18, I probably didn't have the disposable income to be spending hundreds of
No,
pounds. Not that I do now, hundreds of pounds on costumes. But yeah, it was good crack. So yeah, it was good
no, it
fun.
was good. Yeah, it
I
was really good
I
fun.
don't drink much these days, and I definitely drank too much.
It was bad, wasn't it?
When we had dinner on Sunday night, Bonnie actually, we were sitting around the table, and Bonnie said, "What was your favourite thing of today?" And I was like, "That's weird. Bonnie never usually says stuff like that." And it got to me, and I was just like, actually, my favourite thing was today. I actually had a lie-in. I got up at like 9:30 because we were at Amy's mum's. You know,
Oh,
she helped with the childcare in the morning. So I had a hangover. Like I drank quite a lot actually,
yeah. That
which
was
is
very
unusual.
fortunate that you had help in the morning because we, on the
Yeah,
other hand, had
yeah.
would been had our heads jumped on at 7 a.m.
I mean,
But you know what? We left at 11 actually because my dad was babysitting and I didn't want him to drive back too late. So we're quite strict about going home at 11. So it's not even like I had a really late night.
no,
But it was still, I went back. I let Wes have a lie-in the morning, took the kids downstairs, and then we tag teamed, and I went back up at 10. I thought, oh,
yeah.
there's no chance I'm going to go back to sleep here. But oh, yeah, no, I did. I had a good hour and a half there.
Yeah. Oh, it's just it's great, isn't it? And so we kind of had a real lazy day on Sunday, which was nice. We went to go back and get the car. Yours was parked next to ours, actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
I
We
was
didn't
going
get
to
that
leave the
till about
umbrella.
8 p.m.
Right. I was going to leave the
We
umbrella, but I thought it might
forgot.
be a bit unsafe. You
Oh,
forgot the
yeah.
car. Right.
No, we didn't forget the car. We nearly forgot the car. We realised that we were putting the kids to bed and that we hadn't collected the car yet. And if we didn't collect the car, Wes wasn't going to be able to get to work tomorrow. So we had to bundle the kids in the car
At like
with
bedtime.
literally bedtime. Sonny had his bottle of milk in the hope that he might fall asleep and we could transfer him when we got back. That's how disorganised we were.
It would have been funnier if Wes had just walked out in the morning and been like, "Where's the car?"
I know. Oh, it would have been awful, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it have been awful? But you know, he went down to the allotment on Sunday and dug in a pond. What else did he do? He was pulling up flagstones. He's
By
made,
himself.
yeah. So, well, yeah, he wasn't getting anything done if the kids were there, would he? So, no, he went down. So, Sunday afternoon, he sort of had a little nap on the sofa. And then he woke up and he was like, right, I'm going to go down to the allotment. I was like, okay, fine, great, off you go. So, I stayed and watched films with the kids. And he just went down and had the most productive, like 3 hours. I don't know where he found the energy, to be honest.
Well, I mean, sometimes when you're hungover, you wake up and you've just got a bit. You've got to use it, utilize it.
Yeah.
So we've both got an allotment in the same allotments, which is good. You've actually moved your allotment's moved a little bit closer to ours this year
Yeah,
because
it's
you've got a
better
different plot.
actually because the kids have now got yeah, I've got a new plot, but the
Yeah,
kids have now got a little side track that's not down the road now, haven't they? Down the back, so
they can
that's
run down
actually
the
a bit
back.
better, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. How are you feeling about the allotment? Was
Well, I
last
love
year?
it.
Sorry, was last
No
year your
problem.
first year?
Last year was my first year. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was very fortunate actually. I sort of sidestepped into it because a friend who'd had a name on the waiting list said, "Oh, do you want to sort of come in and go halves?" And then I kind of absolutely loved it and
Mm,
got completely obsessed. And now I've got a large plot on my own and I absolutely love it. But yeah, well, we saw you down there on Saturday, didn't we, with the
we did.
kids?
Yeah.
And as lovely as it is, and I had these sort of images of going down there with the children, having really wholesome days out down at the allotment, growing and digging. And really, the reality is that I just ruin it.
Yeah, the kids. Oh yeah, yeah. They're just going to ruin it. We tried last year to just have a little space that was just theirs.
Mm.
Nah, just didn't work because they're just they just follow you around or just start pulling on stuff and digging on stuff. You kind of just have to let them.
Well, that's
It's
good to
learning,
know,
isn't it?
Alex, because we spent all day Saturday creating them a little area. So
Which they'll ignore and just do everything.
that's really good to know that we've wasted our time. No,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah, it's good. What are you growing this year?
What we're growing is that what you said?
Yeah.
Sorry. So Amy wants to grow more flowers this year
Yes. Yes.
because you
Amy
and
and
her
I
have
think. Yeah.
have started a little cut flower kind of project. So yeah, lots more flowers. But then just the usuals. I mean, we were sorting out our raspberries. We always get so many raspberries, but we inherited them when we moved in. But we also inherited a load of grass, couch
Oh,
grass. It's spelt couch, but I think it's pronounced couch. And it has like insane roots. So I've just been digging that out for, I dug for so what was quite nice on Saturday actually is that Arsenal were playing and I just had it on the radio in my pocket and it was just playing to me whilst the kids were running around, and because the kids were entertaining each other I could just dig and listen to the football, which was great.
that's
So
great.
it kind of
Yeah.
takes your mind off how backbreaking it can be when you're just digging
Yeah.
and pulling roots out, putting them in the bin. Well, obviously you take it to the tip, but like you put it in a bin to take away from the allotment, contaminate it. But when you've got like just something just keeping you going like the football. It was just like, there was a point where like Amy had finished and I was like, well, the match is still on, so I'll just keep digging until the end of the match and then I'll go back at that point. So more flowers, but then usually pumpkins are just very easy to grow and they have great returns. They're
Do you eat
exciting.
them though? Do you? Because I don't know. I grew some pumpkins, and I grew loads of stuff last year that I realised I don't really like actually, and that's
Yes,
always sad, isn't it? Don't know why I
that
did that.
happens every year. That happens every year. So we've gone through, because we've had it, I think, since 2020.
Yeah,
I
you've
think
had
we got
yours
it.
ages, haven't you?
Was it lockdown? I think Amy was pregnant. I can't remember,
Yeah.
2019 or 2020. I don't think we had it in the summer
You'd
of
know if
2019.
you'd had it during lockdown because you'd have been
We we
down
we
there,
we
wouldn't you?
definitely had it during lockdown. We had it before
Right.
Bonnie was born, and then and we did go down there, but it was basically, it was because you were outside. It was fine. You didn't have to distance or anything like that. And so we've grown all sorts of things in the years that we've been down there. We've grown stuff that is a bit more interesting because you can't buy it in the shops. And then we've thought, actually, let's just buy stuff that we don't have to buy in the shops. So we didn't used to grow potatoes, but you get so many potatoes when you chip one potato, CHIT, one potato. It's an exciting one for the kids because they're in the ground as well, pomme de terre. You need to dig them out, and then so there's like
Pomme de terre.
10,
Is that your
10, yeah.
Duolingo? Is that how far your Duolingo's got you?
Yeah, no, I learned that one at school actually. And then yeah, there's like at least like 10 to 20 apples of the ground inside every time you're digging it out. And then that's an exciting one for the kids because they can dig them out and all that kind of stuff. Sweet corn is also quite good fun because we grew some ornamental sweet corn last year just for a laugh. We also
Oh,
grew baby sweet corn,
oh,
which
nice.
it grows on like a similar kind of whatever you call that corn thing. But then you take them out and you peel it and you're trying to find the corn. You're like, where is it? And you're like, there's this tiny little baby one
Oh,
inside it.
it's the same size. It looks the same size.
Yeah, the plant looks the same, but
Yeah, right.
but actually the corns obviously are quite small. But pumpkins, to be honest, we grew a lot of like little ornamental ones for Halloween, and that's quite good. And
For the mantelpiece.
yeah, those kind of ones. But what you can do, or what we have done, is when we found ones that we like, if you take the seeds from them and then you can plant those on next year. So if you find some that you like in the shop, you can just take the seeds and then plant, and then obviously it goes on forever.
Mm.
And then strawberries, obviously, we put a lot of straw in with our strawberries this weekend.
Yes, I
It's
saw that. It looks great down there, actually. When I
actually,
borrowed your
thanks.
wheelbarrow earlier, actually. Is that all right? Thank
Yeah,
you.
we left it. We left it with you, I think. But
Yeah.
yes, that was but we like now the kids are older as well. Obviously, you've got Sonny who's a bit younger, who's still,
Mm.
like you said, he like necked a pint of like 6-month-old water or whatever the other day.
Yeah,
But
he did. Yeah.
we can kind of let Bonnie and Pip run free now, and it means that I can keep an eye on them, but they're not picking up stuff and putting it in their mouth. So that's like a huge step.
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to that because last year Sonny wasn't too bad because he was a bit less mobile. He could
Mm.
walk, but he was happy to sit in his pram and you could sit him in his pram and he could eat something and just watch you potter. And this year, no, he's not happy to do that. But he also has no safety awareness whatsoever. So you're just down there being safety officer, which if you just go down there and you just go, right, I'm going to just be safety officer and enjoy the space, that's fine. I
Mhm.
think on Saturday, I actually had something I wanted to do and I was down there for 4 hours and didn't complete any single one thing that I wanted
Yeah,
to do,
yeah,
which was slightly frustrating, but I just need to accept it. And
yeah.
yeah, it's changed my mindset, I think.
Yeah, you have to really, because if you just won't get it done, and then you'll just feel crap about it. Yeah. So now the girls are like entertaining themselves. We can just kind of crack on a bit more, which is nice,
Yeah, they're
And
great down there, aren't they? They're so funny. Pip just, what's she like? She's just like, they're so at one with the earth, those two girls, aren't they? They're just completely caked head to toe in mud. Worms, just picking up worms. They're great.
yeah, they love it. Bonnie's much better when she's outside.
Mm.
The other night, Amy was reading them a story about it was like a girl that had a worry, and at the end of the story, she said, Has anyone got any worries?" And Pip was like, "No, I don't have any worries." And Bonnie was like, "Yeah, I have a worry. I had a dream the other night that someone tried to kill me, and now I find it scary to sleep." And we're like, "Oh my God." And then Pip was like, "Oh, actually, I do have a worry. I had a dream the other night that a witch turned me into a flapjack." And
Bless
then
her.
then I think, like, honestly, they cracked up so much, and then I think that made Bonnie forget about her worry. Not 100% sure
They're
Bonnie's
not
was
quite on
true.
the same. Oh, do you don't think? No, I don't
No,
know. I think
I
they've
don't
got
think so.
quite wild imaginations.
Yeah, they have. But she'd already told us about that dream, so that was true. She's like, a witch
Yeah.
has tried to turn me into a flapjack. And
To
we're
be
like,
fair,
okay.
though, that is pretty scary. I mean, I don't want to be a flapjack. Do you?
Well, I mean, I do like flapjack, but
Yeah, I
I don't
like
wanna be one, I
flapjack. I
suppose.
don't want
If
to be
someone's
one.
gonna eat me, I don't want anyone to eat me. I'd just be a
No.
flapjack that never gets sold, and I could just, look out the window. That's not so bad.
This has got a bit sort of like Fielding Mighty Boosh-esque, hasn't it?
Yeah, true.
Just sitting
Yeah,
on a shelf being a little being a
being a little
flapjack, but does
flapjack,
he
yeah.
isn't that have I remembered that right? Wasn't he something
It's
in a wasn't he
well, he's
something
like the
in a
moon or
shop?
something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, it
anyway.
sounds like something for the mighty Boosh. Absolutely. Cool, so you haven't been consuming and you've been consuming food? So you had your
Yes, I
dinner?
consume food. Do you know, I think the thing is with TV, we do like to watch TV, but obviously we don't get loads of time. And Wes and I don't really have the same taste in TV, which is also a bit of a problem.
What do you
Um,
like to watch?
well, if I'm left to my own devices and it's just me, I just don't want. I'll probably just watch something like Portrait Artist of the Year, or
Mhm.
um, or I don't know that Pottery Throwdown. Quite like that.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch
Things
the
like that.
final?
Oh no, I
Did you
haven't
watch the
seen it
final
yet.
of that?
No, no, no,
Oh.
no, I haven't seen it. No, no,
Well, it
don't,
was a
no
bit annoying
spoilers.
because on Sunday we were really tired and, uh, Crufts was on, which there's no problem with that, but it meant that Pottery wasn't on at 8 p.m. It was on at 9 p.m., and I really wanted to go to bed. But then I was like, "Oh, I'm playing golf tomorrow," which is Monday, and then I'm recording a podcast with Susie on Tuesday. I was like, "So when and we're not gonna watch it till Wednesday." I was like, "Should we just stay up and watch it?" I didn't go to bed till like 10:30. I was up
Oof.
tired. It was worth it though, it was good. I like shows like that. I do like shows like that, which I
I
think I've
think just
mentioned
I
before.
like things that are really easy. Wes is all about anything apocalyptic. And he goes, "Oh, have you seen? Oh, that one looks good. What do you think?" And I'm like, "You know me by now. I've been together for 20 years. It's just
Yeah,
not gonna wash with me."
yeah,
So, no, we don't. We did watch The Night Manager, something like that. Anything kind of a bit James Bondy, will
mhm,
kind of that's our middle ground, so we can kind of bond over something like that and watch that together. But otherwise, generally, well, I've deleted Instagram because I was too. So once the kids are in bed, I was just scrolling.
yeah.
That's pointless.
Yeah, I deleted
So
Instagram. Every week, so after this, I'll take a clip from it and put it on Instagram to help promote the show. But it's just my personal one. It's not public or anything like that. So it's just people that know me. But then I have to delete it again because
yeah.
I'll just end up scrolling through for hours. So
Well, this is the
I just
problem with
post
the
and delete.
floral plot, you see, because me and Amy are doing this sort of cut flower project, and I really want to post on the floral plot. But if I go on to the floral plot, that's it for the whole day.
Yeah,
Downloaded Instagram to go on it, and I literally spent the whole day doing nothing else. And I was like, no, I can't. I
yeah.
have to do it again. I don't know what the answer is.
I'm absolutely the same. So I have it for work, and I wanted to post daily, like stories of just like actually I was just posting just to get people, get what's it called? I don't know, traction. But like I was just posting what songs I was listening to daily, just for a laugh, really, and just so that there was things going up on it. And I just, I can't pick it up, make that post, and then put it down. I'm stuck. And then I'll get my lunch break sometimes is like an hour, but if I'm driving, I might have to drive 15 minutes to get home and then 15 minutes to my next lesson. So actually I've got half an hour and then I'll eat and I'll just look at my phone and be like, I've got to go now. And I'm like, that
I
wasn't
know, that's it.
fulfilling.
You just waste the
Yeah.
time, don't you? Although sorry, now I realised that Wes and I last night, I mean, it's just, I don't know if this is really embarrassing actually, but the pair is, so I'm on now a chess app. So I just play chess all night. That's all I do. And
Mhm.
Wes is on a Sudoku app and he just plays Sudoku all night. So the pair of us. Last night I
Well,
said to him, I was like, "Well, what happened to us then? We just sit
yeah.
next to each other. He's on Sudoku and I'm playing chess online." I'm thinking,
Why don't you just play chess together?
oh, well, I have roped him into that, but he's not feeling chess at the minute, he says.
Okay.
So he did play one live game with me. But no, other than that, I'm just playing strangers online.
So this is interesting actually, because I didn't know you played chess. Are you like big on chess or is it just kind of like a pastime? Do
No,
you know
it's
like all the opening gambits, etc.?
no, no, no. Listen, yeah, and just to be clear, I lose a lot. But as my
Right.
coach says, you either win or you learn something. So
You got a
that's
chess coach?
all like a bot, like on the
Oh,
app, not like a
okay.
real chess
That's a
coach.
shame. I would have really
No, I
liked
think
that
you
if you'd
would
had a
know
chess
about
coach.
that, wouldn't you, if I had an actual chess coach?
Well, that would be just, quite funny.
Yeah, well, it's quite funny anyway that I've got a bot coach, is it not? I don't know.
No.
Well, so anyway, no, yeah, I love it. I pay 5.99. He tells me what I'm doing wrong, which is a lot. I don't know the gambits, but I'm getting to know them actually. Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
sort of like the more I play.
I didn't really realize. Did you watch The Queen's Gambit, the TV show?
I did. Yeah, yeah, I did. I quite
Yeah.
liked it, I think. It was a
Yeah, it
while
was
ago though,
great.
wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. Quite like that.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy. It was great. But I mean, I didn't really understand the whole thing about opening gambits, and then I'm like, "Oh, well, that's where that phrase comes from." Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. whatever. So I thought that was quite interesting because I actually learned more about chess. Not that I
Yeah.
actually ever play it, but I did when I was younger. I know how to.
Well, it's a bit of a family thing. So my granddad used to play chess. And so whenever we have like a family get together, we always have a chess tournament. It's like whenever our extended families get together, we have a chess tournament. I suppose I just kind of, so we've always sort of played a little bit, but I do have obsessions. So it is my current obsession. And I can guarantee in about 2 months, I probably will not play chess again for about a year.
Yeah. I go
Um,
through phases with stuff like that as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
So
my current thing. Yeah.
I wanted to ask more about this family chess tournament. Like how many people are in this, and is there a trophy?
No, it's not trophy. Well, saying that, no one's actually won it yet. So we're still waiting
What?
for the two people. So we're still waiting for my dad and my cousin. They've got to have the final and they've still not played it yet. And the family get together is in October.
Oh,
So the idea was that everybody would play the games throughout the 4 days that we were all together. But obviously, chess can be quite a long game
yeah.
and we've got lots of kids and there was lots to do. So, um, things fell by the wayside. So the idea was that we'd finish off the tournament, and I still don't think they have. They just need to download chess.com, don't they? Get
Well,
on
that's
with
what I
it.
was going to say. Could you not do this on the app? You could be
Yeah. Well,
continually
I play
having
my
a
dad on the app, but I suppose we'd have to ask Romy, my cousin, if
yeah.
she'd be happy to download the app, which I'm sure she probably already has it. I don't know.
What is the
Maybe I
app?
just need
Chess.com.
chess.com. Yeah.
Well, it's quite a simple name.
Yeah. No, I think we can. Actually, I'm inspired, Alex. Perhaps I'll message the group and say, should we get this done or what?
Yeah. No, you need to get a trophy though. I think having a
Yeah,
trophy
you're
does make
right.
things more exciting.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe like one of those Friends trophies that they had. What was that troll trophy?
Yeah, the troll. So my fantasy football league, I bought a trophy for it. The league's kind of petered out in terms of competitiveness, but we got it engraved every year with people's names on it.
Right. Okay.
And
God, it's a
so,
real commitment then, isn't it?
yeah, and so because we live around the country, quite a few of them live in London, but like when you win it, the previous winner has to get it engraved and then send it to the next person.
Presumably recorded delivery.
Yeah, it's a bodybuilder, but I had to stick it on a little plinth. Basically, it cost like 10 quid, and I was like, I'm going to do this for a laugh because it does make it more exciting. It's called Michael the Muscle Man.
Yeah, I love that. I'd love to see
Yeah,
it one day.
but because now we kind of are into like just like casually playing golf, I haven't quite got to the level where it's competitive, but I'm already eyeing up golf trophies I can buy to
What would a
have.
golf trophy be? What are your
Oh, well, I
ideas?
don't
What's
know
brewing?
because I don't want it to be too golfy. I want it to be more like comedy. So I don't know. I'll find something. Like the Muscle Man is just like a man doing a bodybuilder pose in a pair of pants. Ironically, I bought it. I think one person gave me the money for it, and out of like the 8 years that we've had it, I've only won it once. But
Oh, well, that's
it was on the
well
mantelpiece
done.
for a year. Thank you.
About
Everyone's
your
won it
golf
now.
on Monday. So who do you play golf with on? Is it the same people then?
I played with my friend Dan. So I used to live with Dan in Manchester. I've known him years. Him and his wife and his kids live in Leeds. And so we meet up on a Monday night and go to Rudding Park, just the driving range, just to improve
Oh,
our golf, but also just to kind of get out of the house and talk to each other.
how nice. That sounds very civilized.
Yeah, it's always one of those that when we come back, Amy will be like, "How's Dan?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, it's fine." "How's Leone and the kids?" I'll be like, "I don't know." "Oh, they went there." And then the same Dan will go home and Leone will be like, "How's Amy and the girls?" And he'll be like, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Well, what did you talk about? I'm like, golf. What else? Talk about? Of course we did.
I know. Trying to get information out of Wes about stuff. I'm like, oh, forget it.
Don't
Waste of
ask the
time.
same questions.
Waste of time.
No, we don't ask the same questions. But to be honest with you, we get there and we talk about golf. But yeah, no, it's nice. We've improved definitely. But we're going on a little golf. We started going on little golf trips. So I've realised that like if you book them on a Sunday night rather than a Saturday night, they're cheaper, obviously. But
Mm,
I just have to book a Monday off work, or everybody has to book a Monday off work. But it also means that I'm not away from Amy and the girls Saturday and Sunday. I'm there all day Saturday and Sunday morning. I'm just going Sunday morning, like late morning, and then
yeah.
play golf on Sunday afternoon, and then have dinner. And I would say a couple of beers, but I'm so tired after playing a round
Is
of
it
golf.
tiring golf? I always just think you're sort of standing about. I don't know much about golf. I always found it a bit boring to watch, if I'm honest. I mean, I'm sure it's great to play,
Oh,
but
yeah, I would assume that you would find it boring to watch. But no, I mean, if you're walking around an 18-hole, you're essentially walking around a nice park for like 4.5, 5 hours, carrying your bag of heavy golf clubs.
so is it the golf clubs is the workout? Is the carrying of the clubs that the workout,
Yeah.
not the actual swinging?
Yeah, well, I got a new bag for my birthday.
Oh,
And so I am going to use it on a trolley. So I don't have to carry it anymore. But we've got one of
That's
those
a good
coming up.
present.
Yeah, well, basically my sister said, what do you want for your 40th? And I said, this golf bag. And she said, that's 150 quid. I can't afford that. So my family just all chipped in. So that was
That's
all good.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
it's the kind of thing that I
Heavy.
probably wouldn't ever buy myself, but I needed a newer bag. So
Mm.
yeah, it is what it is. I'm not very good at golf, but I'm good enough. My goals previously were to make sure that when I go round the course, it's not embarrassing, like I shouldn't be there. And I've got to that stage, so that's okay.
Oh, that's good. Aim
Yeah.
high, Alex. Aim high.
Well, now I've got to that level, and I don't feel the first time you go round, because it can be considered a bit snooty, but it's actually not.
Is it not? I don't know. I always
No,
think
it's
of it as
not.
a bit like that.
Nah, it's not. It's fine. There's always a bit of imposter syndrome when I'm on a golf course because I'm like, should I really be here? This is
Well,
it's a
you
bit
have
weird.
chosen Rudding Park as well, which is quite posh, isn't it?
It actually isn't as posh. Well, the only reason I've chosen that is because it's the closest one.
Yeah.
But it's not actually that posh, to be fair.
Well, there's that
It's
one
quite
in
accessible.
just past Starbeck on the way to Knaresborough, but I suppose that wouldn't be good for your mate, would it?
No, that's the thing. He can get to Reading, and the reason he likes Reading is because the ball comes up through the floor after you've hit it.
Does sound quite posh. You're trying to say it's not posh, but that does sound a bit high tech.
You do pay more for that.
Yeah.
But that is exciting. Anyway, golf chat isn't really exciting for people to listen to, I can guarantee. So what about music these days? Do you listen to music or podcasts or anything?
Well, this podcast obviously is consuming quite a lot of my time on a weekly basis. I'm a very dedicated listener.
That's true. Thank you very much. That is one of the reasons why I got you on, is because you were so keen on it straight away, which is great.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love it, Alex. I absolutely love it.
Thanks.
Well done. It's great. And the only other podcast I listen to, I don't know if you've heard of it, My Therapist Ghosted Me. Is that
I have heard
you?
of it, but I've never listened to it.
Oh, it's
What
funny.
happens on that?
It's just comedy, to be honest. It's two women, Vogue Williams and a comedian, Joanne McNally. They're both Irish, and I just find them highly amusing.
I know Joanne McNally from Taskmaster.
Oh yeah. She's in that sort of stuff. I just think they're really funny. So yeah, nothing highbrow over here, Alex. But yeah, I really enjoy that. And then music at the moment, again, I'm quite obsessive. So I'm just listening to the same album on repeat in the car. Good Neighbours. Do you know them?
The theme tune to Neighbours?
No.
Right.
There's a band called Good Neighbours, but I don't know if anybody knows them.
I don't know them, no.
Well, I'm not really up with my music and new music, but the reason I know them is because I came across them on a Tesco advert. That says it all.
Did you watch just Shazam it whilst it was on?
I just really liked it. It was the Tesco Christmas advert. I thought,
how did you find out who did the song?
I must have just put in
Googled
Tesco advert. Yeah, probably just Googled
right.
Tesco advert song. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Shazamming it would have been more exciting.
Shazam. Do you remember Shazam? Is that still a thing?
Yeah. Still got it.
Right.
I actually Shazammed a song on Saturday night. Can't remember what, but I did do it.
You?
On my phone here. If I scroll down the homepage, I've got a little Shazam icon on I don't know what you call this page, when you kind of scroll down. This isn't good for the podcast, is it? Yeah. You scroll down the top right and then and so you can Shazam straight away. Yeah, it is still a thing.
Oh.
We had a friend who used to work for Shazam, and we have a metal band, me and my friends from home, and we've got like 10 albums, and he uploaded it all to Shazam, even though obviously we have about 10 listeners.
Well, I know, but you've got to be in it. You've got to be in it. You might get discovered. You never know.
Well, yeah, unlikely, but yeah, it's good.
That's what I said to Penny. I said, listen, this is my shot at being famous now. I'm going on a podcast. She said, a podcast? I said, yeah, like Jake from the Yoto Player. She was like,
yeah.
I said, yeah, that's Bonnie's dad. Is like Jake from the Yoto Player. She's going, my gosh, mummy, it's my big brain.
Yeah. Well, she's going to be so bored when she listens to it. She's like, this isn't like Jake at all.
No one's playing head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Yeah, no fun fact for the day.
No, he's good though, isn't he? I like him.
Maybe I should have a fun fact for the day. I'll write that down. Should be better. So anyway, what kind of music is Good Neighbours? Okay.
Yeah, a few weeks now. And then again, I'll probably just listen to it for weeks and then never listen to it ever again.
Oh, that's what I do with music. Yeah, I do that.
Okay, that's good to know
and
that
so
I'm not on my own with that.
What I've been doing in the last few years, although I haven't really actually this year or last year, is I make a playlist with songs that I like that have come out that year. And I just put them in one playlist and I listen to that playlist throughout the year. And then come January, I start a new one. But back in the day, what I would do is I'd buy an album on CD and I'd listen to it for 2 weeks and then never listen to it ever again. There's there's some albums that I will listen to Like there's some by Smashing Pumpkins and Weezer and stuff and Pixies that I still listen to, but like old music that came out back, like mid noughties or whatever, I don't really ever listen to it anymore.
I know, but it is actually quite good when you go
Oh
back to
yeah.
it, though, isn't it? So good.
Yeah, to be fair, The Strokes, I do listen to The Strokes' first album every now and again, and that really reminds me of being 16 years old, which is great.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of what Good Neighbours is. So actually, I think I did put on Two Door Cinema Club actually, because it sort of reminded me of them. And then I listened to that album and I was like, gosh, that really reminds me of being in Byron Bay when I was about 20 odd. And God, it was fun, wasn't it? It just takes you back, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think because you described the way you listen to music, the way I listen to music, it takes you to that 2-week period where you listen to it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I heard Block Party's first album recently, and it really took me back to my bedroom
Yeah.
in my house that I grew up in.
In an
I was
exact
like, "Whoa, I'm straight back
specific
there."
spot. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's one that's really random that has happened is the White Stripes Elephant. So the
Oh,
one with
yeah.
Seven Nation Army on.
That is
When
so
that
good.
came
Yeah.
out, I had a television in my bedroom, and the week it came out was also the week of the World Snooker Championships. So I was just chilling in my bedroom with the volume down on the TV, listening to the White Stripes on repeat. And whenever I hear a random album track from that song, all I can think of is snooker. It's like I trained myself to just like think of snooker,
Do you know,
like
I think
Pavlov's dog.
yeah, like Pavlov's. Do you know, I think the problem is I have with music is that I've got a terrible memory and I actually
Uh,
just can't remember the name. I can, I can't remember the names of music. So I can think when I'm trying to think about what to put on. The problem I've got, and I don't think you do suffer with this actually, I think you've got very good memory. I actually can't remember the names of the songs or the bands. So
mm.
at that point, then where'd you go from there?
Well, I think these days I'm forgetting the names of the songs because of the way I listen to it. I don't really read the names of the songs, but I might check out the artist and remember them because I think it's different when you put the CD on. I would always be reading the back of the CD. I used to read all the insides, all the insides,
Yeah, the
the
sleeves.
insert.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I found a new artist. I say I found a new artist. I heard a new artist recently, and then Amy, I think it might be on one of these Tuesday nights because Amy always puts on random TV whilst I'm upstairs recording these. She was watching a Graham Norton, the
Oh,
chat show. And there's
yeah,
a guy
yeah.
called Jacob Allon. Have you heard of him?
No, no, I haven't looked at
I
that.
added him to the consumed playlist that I made on Spotify. Do you use
Oh.
Spotify?
Well, no, but I think I should because there are quite a few people who I know who have good taste in music, have Spotify playlists, and I
Mm,
think that you can share them, can't you? So maybe I'll just
yeah.
piggyback, and that'll be a
Well,
good
I
way of
can add
doing
you
it.
to it. You can add songs to it.
Oh well, you might want to check out Good Neighbours first because that's all I've got. So
Well, all the
let me
people
know
that
if you like them.
I send a link to everybody who's been on the podcast for them to join the playlist so they can add tracks if they want to. So I can add you to that. But anyway, he's acoustic. He's got an amazing voice. He sounds a bit like Jeff Buckley. So I really recommend. There's a couple of tracks on it, but I'll send a link for that. Maybe I should put the link to that podcast in the show notes to this podcast. I was wondering how I could tell people about it. Maybe that would be the best way because I mentioned it last week, and then my mum just texted me saying, where can I listen to this music? And obviously,
Mm,
I'm assuming there's people that I don't know listening to this podcast. Who knows?
who knows?
But they might want to listen to the music as well. So I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
Cool, good. Any other business?
Oh, any other business? No, I don't think I. Oh, I don't know. What else could I say? I'm at a loss, Alex.
No, that's
Pressure.
fine. No, that's all good. Well, thanks for coming on. Again, I'll do my usual saying thanks to everybody for listening, and thanks
Thank
to
you for
everybody
having
sending me
me.
nice messages. I had a message from a old driving school pupil the other day, and he said that he was enjoying the podcast with his wife. Quite funny because, like you said, I've got quite a good memory, and I do. You do spend a few months sitting next to someone in the car, and he did open the message with, "I don't know if you remember me." I was like, "Well, it wasn't that long ago. Of course, I
I do
remember you."
that though because you
Yeah,
can't assume. You can't assume. It's embarrassing if you. I
it
do
was
that,
probably
and I
maybe
think
3 or 4 years ago, but yeah.
yeah, I hope this person remembers me. You never know. I'm quite friendly with my midwife actually now because I see her around and she's got kids the same age. And I don't know whether she sees them all, doesn't she? She's like, she's popping them out left, right, and centre. She delivered Penny, but I don't know whether she knows who I am or she might just think, who's this woman who just smiles at me all the time? I don't know. No, I think
Yeah.
she
Well,
must
that's
know.
she remembers. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, yeah, it was very sweet of him to message me to say that he was enjoying the podcast. So yeah,
Yeah.
really, really
Well, it's
nice.
great.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's been
That's
a
all right.
pleasure.
Yeah, it's nice to chat.